Good evening everyone. Today we have new live stream, and as you can see this time it will be dedicated to fresh release from Brengun. So let's not wait, let's go on, and let me introduce you that this is a new Yak-1b in 1/72 scale. This model was teased on several exhibitions. It was present on the Nuremberg Toy Show, but now finally we have a commercial sample, and means you will get exactly the same stuff as you see here in the box. Moreover, you can already purchase it on official Brengun website, so if you can't wait, just go to their web and order it. So first of all, everything is packed into this nice small box with beautiful box art, by the way. Here you can see comparison with my hand. Then on this side we have some information about the model, nothing special I would say, but then on the rear side we have 4 marking options which are included into this kit, and I would say that they look quite good. So these are typical Soviet aircraft marking options, and I think some modders will be happy to copy them in 1/72 scale. This is a side opening box, so just give me a second to open it. And here is what we have inside. As you can see, there is plenty of space, and everything is packed into a single plastic bag. So just give me a sec to open it. And we will take a look at these plastic parts. Everything is molded, as far as you can see, from light gray plastic, which is typical for Brengun. And transparent sprue is not packed separately, so you have to be careful. Here it is. Let's zoom in a bit so that you can see it in detail. Here you can see these parts. So molding quality looks fine. Once again, I remind you that these parts are not packed into the separate plastic bag. Nevertheless, molding quality looks really good, and masks are not included, but at least you can replicate open canopy with help of these elements, which is also quite cool in my opinion. Okay, next we have first gray plastic sprue. Here it is. So here manufacturer molded or placed 2 fuselage halves, and note that both are molded together with tail segments, but we don't have the cowling top section because it is molded as one piece part. And that's really cool because you won't have to deal with seams in this visible area. You just place this part and you're good to go, because obviously it repeats the panel lines on the real aircraft. And as you can see, this air intake section is also molded separately, which is also quite cool. If we flip over this sprue, here inside we have minor cockpit detailing, which should be also helpful for a nice result. Note that there are no guiding elements in the fuselage halves, so you have to be careful while joining them together. But otherwise I don't see any possible problems with this molding quality, and I think it will be easy to work with these parts. Okay, next we have, just give me a second. Okay, so I'm back. It was a small technical mishap. So next we have another sprue with wing parts, and as you can see, parts division here is typical, I would say. So we have 3 parts in total, 2 top halves and 1 bottom. Note that flaps are pre-molded, so you won't be able to retract them on the model. And of course here we have 1 piece tail wings. And also note here that ailerons and wing edges, they will serve as a guiding elements on the model. Here you can see the part from the other side. Of course we have recessed panel lines, which look quite nice. And frankly speaking, I'm a bit surprised that manufacturer decided not to do the separate flaps, because it would be really cool to get it in 1/72 scale. Okay, so next what do we have here is the final and third gray plastic sprue. Here manufacturer placed various internal and external elements. As you can see, we have the cockpit parts and also some external elements, for example propeller, most obvious one. We also have landing gear doors, landing gear wheels, and as far as you can see, landing gear wheels should be combined out of several parts, so be ready for this. And overall molding quality seems to be fine. We have minor amount of flesh on the small parts, so you have to use sharp knife in order to clean it, but otherwise it looks really nice. And next we have also this tiny plastic bag with Decals sheet, and there is also tiny PE thread. So just give me a second. On the PE thread, straight away I can say that we have a dashboard. Even though this is unpainted PE thread, still we get a chance to copy the dashboard with help of small PE thread. So here it is. I'll try to focus the camera. Now you should be able to see it. Quite tiny part. Here you can see it from another side. I'm not sure what this white part will be used for, so we will have to check the assembly manual. And then here we have the decals sheet. So printing quality looks good, and there are no stencils as you can see, but let's not forget that this is 1/72 scale, so there is nothing special that we don't have any technical writings here. And next we have assembly manual. So this one is printed in form of black and white brochure. Just give me a second to zoom out a bit. So here you can see it in the whole, let's say. So first of all, on the first page we don't have any history note, we have only the parts map, and also here we have some assembly advices. And straight away here our assembly starts with dashboard or instrument panel as some of you say. Then we continue with those various parts for the cockpit, and notice that mostly all PE parts will be used inside, so they won't be noticeable outside. And next we continue with installation of the cockpit into the fuselage halves, as you can see here. Then we join fuselage halves together, obviously. Then we continue with air intake, tail wings. Here we install the cooling panel and assemble propeller. Here we assemble wing parts. Then we continue with joining the wing parts together with fuselage. And here you have to install the tail landing gear. Here you install the canopy. And as you remember, canopy is molded out of 3 parts, so you might even think about opening it, because it might be interesting to expose the cockpit in such small model. Here we work on the main landing gear legs. Then we install them into the place together with doors. Here we assemble, by the way, the landing gear wheels. And here we have the final step. So 15 steps in total. And of course don't forget that we have the marking guides printed here on the rear side. So we have one aircraft from 1943, this one is from February 1943, this one also comes from Baltic region 1943, and another one from 1943 as well. So all those come from 43rd year, so it might be interesting for some of you. And as I said, this kit is already available for purchase on Brengun official website, so if you would like to get it ASAP, just go to their website. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion here in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to press the like button, because it will help us greatly. And also you can click the subscribe button if you haven't clicked yet. And I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.